So we got the moment of truth 1 year ago. I was the laughingstock of YouTube. People thought I had chicken legs, that I skipped leg day. I had 22-inch legs. So let's see, after training my legs every single day for a month straight, and then really prioritizing legs for a year straight, let's see where I am at. I just got done with leg day with Charles Glass here, and let's see where we are at. So wrap it right around the medius part of the thigh, and here we go. Definitely bigger than 22 inches. Definitely bigger than 20. It is 6:15 in the morning, and it is Judgment Day because we're about to see if all my hard work prioritizing leg day the last year is gonna pay off. So we're gonna measure my quads. We're actually going to get a DEXA scan to see how much muscle tissue I have built up in my legs in this last year. But first, we have a little bit of business to take care of. We have leg day with Charles Glass. So I have Gold's Gym Venice Beach right behind me, if you can see. So it's about 6:55. I just took Kitty Gaines through a leg workout that was only 25 minutes. What do you think?
It is brutal.
So we're like halfway done. I am on the verge of death right now. Holy shit, leg press was killing. So, this is why Charles is the man. He calls me out on my bullshit. I did 7 reps, 2 different times, and he called me out on it. 2 more. One more. I just got done with leg day with Charles Glass here, and let's see where we are at. So wrap it right around the medius part of the thigh, and here we go. Definitely bigger than 22 inches. Definitely bigger than 23. And right at about 25, a hair under 25 total inches. So that's pretty crazy. That's a 3-inch improvement in just 1 year. So we are on our way to the DEXA scan. Very unstereotypical rainy, cold day in Southern California. So I'm actually really interested because I haven't got a DEXA scan in about 6 months, and I'm thinking that I put on a good amount of lean muscle mass. So I just got home and I got my DEXA scan right here. And before I share with you my DEXA scan results, which were very shocking, let's backtrack to 1 year ago, which is when I ran the experiment of results of training legs every single day for 30 days. Now, why have I waited 1 year to even talk about my results? Now, there are a few reasons, which I'm gonna get into in a second. And I was really apprehensive to even upload this video because I really don't want you guys to try this experiment for a few reasons. And let's first talk about what I did in the experiment. So I actually had to look at the old footage here, but from November 10th to December 10th of last year, what I did was I did a balloon method quad workout 3 out of 7 days of the week, and then the other 4 days of the week, I had to do a minimum 5 sets, anywhere between 10 to 20 reps of either a quad machine, such as leg extension, or a few days in the experiment. What I did is I simply did wall sits at home until failure, just to put metabolic stress right on the quads. So basically, balloon method quad workout, I did a 7-set workout, 3 sets progressive overload doing heavy squats, 2 sets where I did some type of intensity factor, typically a drop set or a superset, and then 2 sets where I went time under tension, typically on the leg extension or the leg press machine. And then, like I said, the other 4 out of 7 days, I would do just, anywhere between 5 and 10 sets until failure of a high rep, 10 to 20 rep exercise, typically leg extension or wall sits. Now, my experiment feedback. Number 1 is, throughout this experiment, I had very low energy levels. When your legs are always sore, it just takes extra energy from your body, from your brain, literally for everything. So I was definitely not very productive work-wise. I found that it was really hard to focus with a lot of my alpha line work and get a lot of things done during this time, just because I felt always fatigued and always tired. So definitely do not underestimate how your training can impact your mental like health and your focus and all that good stuff. So that was one thing. Now, a very interesting observation is my strength actually went up, and it went up very quickly. By day 15, I was squatting 20 to 30 pounds more. And this is with no rest. This is training legs every single day. Even when my legs were a little bit sore on day 15, my squat was a good 20 to 30 pounds heavier than when I first started. So I thought that was really interesting. Without even being able to recover in the experiment, my legs were automatically stronger just because I was forcing them to go through something they had never gone through before. Now, number 3 is after about 3 weeks, I noticed that no matter what I did, my legs just were not sore. So it was like my legs were completely adapted to being trained every single day. No matter what I did after 3 weeks, my legs were not sore. They're always like the tiniest bit sore and tight just from training them every day. But I didn't really get that that DOMS and that really intense leg soreness after day 21. Number 4 is I noticed that throughout the experiment, I didn't really have many 10 out of 10 leg workouts. Like when I'm training with Charles and I'm doing legs, I leave the gym and I know in my heart that was a 10 out of 10 leg workout. Like I could not have gone any harder. I got the maximum amount of gains and benefit from that one single workout. So just the fact that I'm training every single day, I found it really hard to tap into and just reach that 10 out of 10 level of intensity. My results, though, this is why I didn't want to upload the video, because my initial results after day 30 was my legs were only 1/4 inch bigger. So it was basically useless, in my opinion, for the first 30 days. A 1/4 inch really isn't that impressive, figuring all the effort that I was putting in. And then by day 45, my legs were 1/3 inch bigger. So would I recommend nuclei overload on your quads to you guys? Probably not, unless you are the one outlier where you know that you've been crushing quads and crushing hamstrings 1 to 2 times per week for the last several years, and you know for a fact that your legs have barely grown. If you fall into this category, then you know what? Give it a try. Now, I've had incredible results going from 22 inches to 25 inches as someone who is not a newbie lifter in my legs the last year. Now, how much did nuclei overload impact my total results? Well, I guess we'll never know, because initially, I didn't see that great of results, but the science behind nuclei overload, of course, means increasing the nuclei in the muscle cell, giving it greater potential for growth. So did this increased nuclei help my legs grow faster following the experiment? Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll let you guys debate in the comments. But I truly believe that the best results for nuclei overload are always on the smaller, stubborn muscle groups like biceps, I guess deltoids. It worked really good on my chest. It's worked really good on a lot of people's chest. I just think that quads is such a large muscle group. It's very taxing. It takes a lot out of you. So it's not ideal if you're a normal person, you're going to work, you're going to school. Now, like I said, I think nuclei overload works best on the small, stubborn muscle groups. So my next experiment is going to be on calves, and I want to start that experiment this month for you guys. So let me know in the comments below if you want to try nuclei overload calves with me. And before I get into one more thing regarding nuclei overload and Megan over at Team 3D Alpha, let's talk about these DEXA scan results. Now, I'm really proud that I've gained 6.2 pounds of lean muscle mass while dropping 2.5 pounds of fat tissue in the last 6 months. So my lean tissue is now up to 168 total pounds. I'm 6 feet tall for reference. My total weight is 201 pounds. Now, without a doubt, crushing leg day 1 to 2 times per week has helped me. So if you don't do nuclei overload, at the very minimum, you need to crush leg day 1 to 2 times per week. Just obsessing over not missing a leg day the last 6 months has given me incredible results on this DEXA scan. I have not only gained muscle mass in my legs by 1 total pound, I've actually gained a lot of muscle mass in my arms, and my arms were not growing for the longest time. My arms are finally growing again, and I truly believe that prioritizing leg day is giving me that extra kick of anabolic hormones, and it's really giving me a great effect on every single muscle group in my entire body. So I commented on Megan over at Team 3D Alpha's last video, and he seemed really interested in a collaboration. So let me know in the comments what ideas you have for a collaboration. So I'm actually, I'm just shooting him an email right now. There is an email, and boom. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please give it a big like. And for today's Notification Squad giveaway, one person is going to win a Superhuman training program of their choice. And all you have to do to enter is comment down below what video you want to see me upload Friday morning on the channel. The only 3 forearm exercises you need for veiny Popeye arms, or the only 3 bicep exercises you need for mass. So I got some epic content on the way, so make sure you comment down below what video you want to see next. You tap that notification bell, and one person will win the Superhuman training program of their choice. But first, come on this way, because I've never shown you guys the office. There's actually my good old YouTube plaque for 100K subscribers, and then I just want to show you guys how it looks from my end when I'm filming. So I just have this new filming setup. I'm putting these all over the wall. This is to kind of like soundproof the room. You might hear a little bit of an echo. Hopefully these will take care of it. And then I put like all the production stuff right on the wall here. Of course, I have some Healthline artifacts. I have my cat. This is like for a potential podcast setup. Let me know in the comments if you guys are into podcasts. I've been thinking about doing maybe 1 podcast episode a week and branding it under Superhuman U. So let me know. Got my DEXA scan. Kind of got all the filming equipment right here. I have my Pride and Joy, my Bugsy Bugs poster. Lets me know to always overcome all obstacles. And then we got Hakeem Olajuwon. Some books that I find motivating over here. Gary Vee, Tim Ferriss, story about Nike since I'm into creating a brand. And got a nice view here of the Staples Center to inspire me. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching today's video. I will see you on the next one.
You ain't got no games. You ain't lift no weights.